last night we emailed briefly, and you told me about the topic of your speech, about some of the things that you were looking for. First off, when I saw the topic of the speech, my first thought was, this is going to be a hard speech to evaluate, but it could also be an easy speech because we've all seen failure. We all know what it's like. We all know what happens when we don't learn from those failures. So, listening through your speech, overall, you told me you wanted this to be an inspirational speech. I would call this a very inspirational speech, just because you use some really good use of stories. You use both stories that were illustrations of people from the past, like Abraham Lincoln. I've just heard that story before, but the way that you phrased it and the way that you set it up, I had myself guessing, okay, who is this? And then you said 1860, and I realized, oh, you're talking about Lincoln. This makes a lot of sense. So I love the way that you set that story up. It's something that a lot of us have probably heard, but you were able to frame it in a way that it kept us guessing, it kept sucking us in. Okay, who's he talking about? But I also love the illustration that you used with Steve Martin and the jerk and dancing on the dance floor. Those of us who've seen that, you know how ridiculous it looks.
That was me.
And the other part of that brought it home for me too is I've actually tried to learn how to ballroom dance, and I'm pretty sure I was that person out trying to go on the floor. So I really love the use of your stories, the way that you flowed everything together. Now from a what I saw standpoint, you told me that you really wanted to work on your pacing, your voice, just kind of what I was seeing, how you were presenting. Overall, I thought you did a great job. Your voice tone, I did think it was a little bit low, but you could still definitely hear it. And your voice rose and dropped a little bit as you went through the speech. One of the things that I did notice is that you were pacing a lot, which that gives emotion into your speech, but it felt to me like you were pacing out of nervous system, not that it was an actual, I'm just going to talk as I walk type of setting. The other thing that I noticed was your hand gestures. I really like that you had your hands moving. And at one point, I saw you standing like this, which is something that I remember from Caroline when she gave her an evaluation. She commented about that's a way to put your hands someplace so you don't have your hands moving around. So I really like that you were doing this during part of it, and you definitely look like you were comfortable with that as well. Overall, I think you did a really great job with this speech. Whenever I think of failures and how to learn from them, how to improve from them, I'm going to remember the illustrations that you used, especially the dancing. I'd never thought of it that way.